Well, hi there. Hey, it's sketchbook tour day and my hair's getting longer. I'm trying to grow it out again because people like when it's long and parted. It's at like kind of a weird stage right now because it keeps wanting to, but I don't think it's bad. I'll definitely need it to get a little chopped, reshaping soon. But anyway, it's sketchbook tour day and we have my sketchbook from 2018 to 2020. I was going through feelings of unsurety. Is that a word? Of feeling unsure about myself artistically. I was exploring a lot more with color because I bought like Copic markers and stuff, so I really liked using those. I was feeling frustrated with a lot of like the way that I would draw things or how it was turning out. I was going through a kind of style identity crisis. Like, this looks too much like someone else maybe, or I was trying to incorporate too many maybe ideals from other artists that I like. I would say it still looks like me, but like things like this turned out really well, like just like the plants. I was drawing a lot of characters and it just feels a little lacking. Nothing was turning out how I really wanted it to. But that's the whole point of a sketchbook, is to explore. That's what it's for. So hopefully you enjoy this short and sweet sketchbook. Not my favorite sketchbook, but definitely something that I will keep to remind myself of growth. So enjoy. Alrighty, we have a new sketchbook tour. Now, with this sketchbook, I wasn't necessarily proud with a lot of stuff that I have in here, but I mean, it's just a sketchbook, But at the time, I was very like, it has to be pretty, it has to have specific types of coloring in it, whatever. It's got to look a certain way. I've soon come to realize that that is not the case, because sketchbooks are literally just that, a sketchbook. Let's get into it. Great start. I'll try not to do a lot of talking in this one. But I'll pipe up if I have something to say. But I'm just gonna flip through, so hopefully it's not too long. With this sketchbook, I was exploring a lot of color use because I was really into Copic markers at the time. I feel like my style has started to bloom a little, let's say. There's a lot of good memories in this one. I was having a hard time finding my style, finding out what I wanted to draw, that kind of stuff. I really liked how this one turned out. Look at that phone, look at that BlackBerry. Lady Gaga, when she was on an interview for the movie A Star is Born. It was a lot more intricate with like its lacing and patterns, but I just dabbled with the pen to suggest the pattern. Even though she has a really big head, I love the way this turned out. And I don't draw men as much, at least in the past. I try and draw male and mask forms more now. And this was something that I was really proud of. I love that I kind of had this like fluorescent camouflage pants going on. I'm really bad with shoes, so I was super happy that these turned out the way that they did. But I wanted to do something that was a little bit like 80s and 90s anime inspired. This is Lana Del Rey. I was really scared and nervous to draw idols and things of that nature because I didn't want it to come out bad. But I think this one turned out pretty good. Love the cowboy. I think this is... Oh gosh, who is this? It's either Gwen Stefani or it's Christina Aguilera. I think it's Christina Aguilera. I love this pose. I mean, I was very happy, and it kind of looks like a sticker with how I outlined it in bold on the outside. Of course, there's Katya and Trixie. I was watching a lot of... because of course. And I really liked these looks. I believe this was supposed to be Betty Who that I never finished, clearly. Because I was just coloring it. I didn't outline it at all. It kind of has a cool effect with like this purple color that I was using as the sketch pencil. Another Katya look, the Trixie look. Look at all them chickens. I think I wanted to come up with like iconography of what each season reminds me of. I can't remember what it's for. I feel like it was maybe to make stickers or something. But I think it was just like a practice round for like ideas. Some tarot card spread ideas, I guess. Some icons. This was, I believe, some gouache paints that I got, and I wanted to try the black, and I love how deeply pigmented it is. But I loved these down here. This eyeball, this like void lemon thing, and this little fuzzy dude. But I really like these moons. I was really into drawing moons. Here we have the Theban script. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but the witch's alphabet. I thought it looked really cool. It's making some phrases. Now this I don't know how to pronounce. Ogam, tree alphabet. This is cool. Some sigils and runes that I really like. Here I was kind of drawing different types of crystals, poorly, and their affiliated associations. Oh my gosh, how many of these do I have? Oh, and here I was drawing some flora. I was getting into plants. This is cool. I like that I added the little like white detailing. Love the way that these flowers turned out on top. Sometimes I'm not so nice to myself, but It was not bad, but I think just the way I drew the lines, I'm really bad at drawing really young and really old people. So I was trying to do lines on the face for, like, you know, aging lines, but sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. I should have just gone in with colored pencil instead of the pen, but not all the time do I color, you know what I mean? So sometimes you have to use the pen for the aging lines. One of my teachers reminded me of the Keebler elf, and so I drew linguistics. And then a mermaid because, duh. Oh, I love this one. And here, this was turning out so well. And then I did that thing where I draw in the lips instead of, like, maybe suggest the line or just color in it. I don't know. Color it in. Anyway, see, I hate drawing lips for that reason. Because it just looks weird. And I think I figured it out now, but at the time I was struggling. And that's me when I was moved into the apartment, my first apartment ever. This got all moldy because it was in a basement apartment with high humidity. See, I loved the way this turned out, but the head is so big. I don't know why that happens to me all the time. It's because I want to draw the head first, and then I do, like, the sketching lines down, and then it just kind of keeps getting, like, smaller. I hate it. But this? Great. This by itself? Cool. I don't know who this is. I think it was just a random character I had in my head. This was when I was at a cafe with my partner and we were listening to some music that they were playing outside on their little stage. And I was just drawing some people that I saw. I loved this one. This is cool. Kind of reminds me of that, like, 90s Asian-inspired spa kind of artwork that would be in there. I think I was trying to draw a little fairy house, and personally, I believe I messed up on these flowers. They aren't my favorite. The coloring's cool, but I didn't like how they turned out. And these are some really, really bad Trixies. Oh my god. These are some background ideas I had. This is when I was starting to want to be an artist full time. Not that that necessarily happened, but I was trying, you know, and I think I jumped into Patreon too quickly because I was offering, like, backgrounds every month or something. I'm not sure what I was doing. So, but they're cool. I think I made something similar to this one for September. Oh, and here's where I'm starting to get into, like, just pen. I made this. I made a to-do list. This is some sketches of what I wanted to do. And I made a little kitty one. some really bad fairies. I don't know. Years ago, I used to draw like little tiny fairies and pixies and stuff like that on 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper to like spend my time. Similar to this, but not exactly. I was trying to emulate that again, but it doesn't work. So, but these are cute. And I believe that's it. Wow, nothing else. And that concludes 2018 to 2020. So overall, I think these are my favorites. And this one. And this one. Least favorite, everything else. The weather is really nice today. I'm glad I recorded today because the sun is finally out. We were in a cold spell for a long time, and today is in the 50s. Let me check that. It's 42 right now. Sunday's supposed to be 49. Monday's 54. Oh my gosh. That's gonna be great. I'm excited because I like to take myself outside and draw. Go on walks. Things that make me happy. For next time, I have this sketchbook, which is... Oh, that made a cool noise. From... See, I said 2020. Why am I not writing months on the first page? I remember drawing this stuff in summer. Oh wait, biggest fan. This had to have been... I think this was spring. Damn, I wish I wrote dates. Anyway, but this one spans from 2020 to 2024. And that's a big chunk of time. So this was a lot of exploration and figuring myself out. I was starting to use just a lot of pen, just trying to get out ideas, you know? So I'm really excited for this one next. And even though I had recorded some content for a video before this one, that one is supposed to come out after this one. So my hair will be a little different. So past me will be in the future. But that's in regards to, I bought this silly little charmera camera from Kodak. And I'm going to be doing some testing of the photos. But it's been so bleak and gloomy outside, you know, because it's winter. I've tried to get some good ones that weren't just like the gray snow. But I feel like a lot of like the spring and summer colors are going to be really great. So there's going to be a video on this about the kind of pictures that it takes. I don't know, I'm just doing something quirky, you know. As well, recently, I've been looking for a new inking pen, because a lot of the ones that either I have been using or have are just too, like, super thin, like this Pentel Sleechy, which I love. But I wanted something a little thicker, and a lot of the things that I have, either it's just like a gel pen or a ballpoint pen, which I don't really like using for outlining and inking my sketches, my drawings, and my sketchbooks. Anyway, I wanted to try something different, and I remembered that there are fountain pens. And I got into a fountain pen hole, and I had to buy myself 3 fountain pens. The suggested and recommended for beginners and artists, and I'm so excited that I have these because I love them. I also bought some associated inks, and I'm curious about how some of these will turn out for future drawings. I did use a little bit in my current sketchbook. This little purple one. I put some stickers on it because I mean, why not brighten up your life a little bit? So yeah, the ink is really nice. I don't know if anyone would care about a video on that. There are so many videos out already. I'm just like vibing. This is the Lamy. Is it Lamy or Lamy? Lamy? I say Lamy. Lamy Safari pen. Apparently this is a really nice standard pen. And the plastic is like, is it PVC? Whatever Lego is made out of. So it's supposed to be really durable. And look at the spring green color. It's so pretty. But it's actually not my favorite to use. I don't know if it's because of the ink or the type of nib, but it's a little bit more scratchy. And even though this comes with a blue ink, I did buy black ink for it. It's not as pigmented as I would like. And then I have the Platinum Preppy, which love this blue. It's also a fine nib. I didn't want to do extra fine because I'm not trying, because I already have this. So I would say a fine or even like a medium, I think is the next step up. Those nibs would be great, but these have been awesome. And I do like using this more, but I didn't want to use the fan favorite carbon yet. So I'm just using the blue that this came with. And it's a pretty good blue. It's a little softer than what I expected, not as pigmented, but that's okay. But my favorite one is the Pilot Kakuno. This one's really good. It's really light and fragile, I think. It is plastic, it's not glass, but I feel like if you accidentally, like, this was loose in your backpack and you bang it against the wall or something, or you step on it, it will break. So, but so far it's my favorite nib to use. And the Pilot ink that I'm using with it is great. And it's much deeper than the black ink from the Lamy. And that's what I showed you in the little purple sketchbook, the Kakuno one. So this is going to be my main one. So I'm putting it in with my pens. My marker and pen, whatever the hell. That's going to be my daily one. I can't wait to use this fountain pen for journaling. I have yet to use it on journaling. It writes pretty smoothly. It just has a little bit of scratchy resistance, but I think that's because of the finer nib size. So now it kind of makes me curious about the medium size. But I like the nib size amount of ink that comes out, so I'm just gonna leave it how it is. I don't need to spend any more money than I did. It wasn't exorbitant. It wasn't an exorbitant amount of money. Whatever that word is. Yeah, I'm just waiting for my next paycheck. I'm just so ready for spring to get here because my lips are dry as hell. I don't know what it is. It hasn't been dry all winter until now. And I keep licking and biting them because I feel that they're dry. But I put on Aquaphor. It's one of my favorites. And it seems to like help it a little bit. But I think I need to be putting it on a lot more than I think I need to. So I think that's going to do it for me, y'all. Stay safe, stay hydrated, stay clean, bright, and shiny. And most importantly, stay radiant. It's sketchbook tour day. So this stay safe, what the hell? I'm such a loser sometimes. Okay, whatever, bye.